Hello again, YouTube. It's been a couple of weeks since the last video, so we're going to, in this video, talk about what is known as CosmosOS. CosmosOS is a operating system construction kit provided by the CosmosOS team, and you can find it at gocosmos.org. Right? And the significance of this is that, well, you can, from drivers to applications, it's all .NET. So you can write your own operating system in C#, which is pretty cool. So if you want to download it, you can download the version for Visual Studio 2019. Right here at the latest release, right here. No, it says 2017 right here. It's so new that they haven't changed where it says the prerequisites must be this. It's 2019 now. You have to use 2019, you can't use 2017. You have to get this if you don't already have it, the Microsoft.NET 4.6.2 developer pack, which I assume you should already have if you have Visual Studio, and you should get vmware. You can get a free version right here. Anyway, enough intro. Let's get back to this. So this is, for the most part, like the basic project when you create a template, or when you create a project from the template, the C# template. This is what you get for the most part, except I changed the name right here. Normally it says Cosmos. I changed it to Hypatia because that's what I'm going to call this OS. And all I've done so far is just test it to make sure it'll work, make sure it'll run in VMware. So we can go further now. We can actually make use of it. So to make use of it, we should observe that before run, this will appear like pretty much all the time. It'll say like, yes, it has booted successfully. So this is before anything else runs, and then there's the main first thread thing, and it's just going to be a loop right here, right? It's going to ask you for input. You're going to put in input, and it's going to tell you what the input is, and it just keeps doing this. This is a loop. It doesn't look like a loop, but it's in fact a loop. It's like that. So we can go a little bit further than what we've got here. We could make a command line interface. So we could do a command line. So what does a command line have? A command line's got let me show you what a command line's got. So we've got a command line right here. This is command prompt, and we can type in commands like ipconfig, and that just shows my local addresses. So that doesn't even. Anyway, we can do that here. So we can say something like, we can create a var string. Oh, no. We could say string, and then input equals, and then nothing, and then we could actually ask for input. So input is equal to console.readline. Let's get rid of that. Let's just make it pretty succinct. Anyway, back to here. It's going to ask for input, and then based on whatever the input is, it's going to let's say handle it. So we're going to put whoa. We're going to say handle input, and then from there it'll be like, oh, you want to create an event for this? And I'll say yes, I do, and then it'll create an event, or excuse me, not event. Blah. Control R. Let's rename this to handle this command. There we go. And it takes input, puts it into this method, which is of type void, as it's returning nothing, and it's going to do something with that thing. So we could say for the sake of simplicity, we could make it just a simple if condition. We could say if input is equal to, say, echo. No. So let's have it equal to help. If it's equal to help, then it'll show the help document. It'll like tell us basic. So it's going to just provide a list of commands. That's my idea of what it'll do, what help will do right now. So it'll tell us help, and then what it does, shows this list of commands, and then maybe another one. What's another one we could do? We could do, oh, I guess info. But no, this. So we can do that, and then after that we'll just do console dot. We'll do an empty console line, and oh, I guess we want to have it recognize the other commands, but let's not worry about that yet because we have to worry about implementing those commands. Let's make sure it at least recognizes help. So let's press Cosmos, or launch it. Run the application. You could also press F5, but we're going to run it, and it should take a little bit. It'll take a little bit. Alright, so now we are a lot closer. It says extracting map file. It takes a little bit to build because it has to do a bunch of things to convert our code and get everything ready. But if everything goes right, it will open up VMware automatically. You have to have VMware for this. You cannot, as I understand, VirtualBox doesn't work with the debugger, which is one of the advantages of this. So see, it says waiting for debugger connection. I click on it, and then it appears. There we go. Oh, let me press Control and Alt. There we go. Hypatia booted successfully, so I can type in help, and it'll show you the list. Yay! And then it does that too. Cool. There's a number of other things we could do to improve this. For instance, we could make it so it actually shows something before the cursor. So my example of that is Control Alt, Windows R, CMD. As you can see, press right click. As you can see before the cursor where it's blinking, there's a angle bracket right there. And then there could be some stuff before that shows in which directory you're in, but we don't have file systems in this yet, so we don't need to worry about that. So close out of that, and we don't even have an exit command, we don't have a shutdown command, we don't even have the ability to shut down yet, so the only way to shut down at the moment is by, I press Control Alt, and then I go power off, and it powers off, yay! So that's pretty cool. So let's see if we can get to recognize else if input is equal to info, and then we'll have it show some information about the system. So let's see if we can figure out how to do that. I know there's a way, but who knows how. So So, well, okay, so we got this interesting variable called sys. Well, I guess it's a namespace, but sys equals cosmos.system. So let's see what happens if we try type in sys dot. Okay. Got a whole bunch of things in the list. We just gotta explore a little bit. PC speaker. Ooh. Mouse manager, key event kernel, graphics, extended ASCII. I'll have to look into the ASCII thing. Let's look into kernel. Equals interrupts enabled. Print debug. Reference equals. Okay, so that's not what we're looking for. Sys dot. How about. That's another thing. Global enable. Oh, ooh. That's probably not what we're looking for, but that looks interesting. Console. Oh, this is interesting. So, in case this looks foreign to anyone, this is an interpolated string. This use of curly brackets within a string is string interpolation. You have to have the $sign preceding the string in order to do that. And you have to also have a specific version of C#, which I do. I keep up to date. But if you don't, oh boy. I think it's like .NET 4.5 or whatever that doesn't have it. If I am not mistaken. Let's see. Let's do sys.global. I don't know. Let's find another thing we could do. Change key layout. Sys dot. We can find a lot of things here. Let's sys.kernel. Or wait, no, we already looked at that. Sys dot console. No. We don't want that. Sys.notes. What is this? I don't know what that is. Power. Okay, now we know how to shut down. Okay, but we don't want to do that there. Alright, we'll get back to that. We'll get back to... We'll just have it show the number of rows. So let's do build. Whoops. Do I want system.threading? Hopefully this doesn't cause anything to crash, and then I want sys.kernel. No. And then we'll make the restart command. Just why not? That seems good. That seems cool. That seems amazing, actually. So, I always forget to do that part right there. As you can see, it's gotten a bit verbose to the point where I think we might want to break this up into a switch block and have all these things like reference various methods on their own. That would make it a lot cleaner. But like right now, we're just going to do it like this. No arguments, I guess, right? Let's see. So, let's try it? Let's try it. This will be fun. Well, I could have put an else statement saying, like, if it's anything else, this is not a supported command. Or this is not a recognized command. That would be cool. So it's loading, it's doing its thing. I might want to turn down the mic a little bit. Okay, it is loading, and it's doing its thing. Hypatia booted successfully. And, oh, I didn't do the cursor thing, but, okay, I'll do help. And it shows all the new commands. So, how about info? Okay, 25 columns. Okay, so now I want to try restart. Okay, and then it actually restarts it. That's really cool. It's waiting for debugger connection. Why does it need a debugger connection? Oh boy. My guess is I wasn't expecting that. Didn't say anything. Breakpoints. Intriguing. Let's look at that. Oh, it's not doing anything. Okay, let's close out of that again. We shouldn't have to recompile it, so let's do it again. Let's run it again. This should be interesting, to say the least. So it's loading. All right, let's try shut down. See how that affects it. Shutting down for 5 seconds. Oh boy, it did not like that at all. Oh boy, it did not like that. What? That caused Visual Studio to crash. I was not expecting that. So what's this doing now? So that was an unexpected side effect. So I definitely don't want to mess with the thread.sleep command. This is a work in progress, right? Not everything is finished. Not everything works entirely correctly. There's a lot of features being implemented still. Some features being, quote, plugged, unquote. This is a cool thing to be a part of, though. I think it's pretty cool. I might make some more videos about this in the future. We shall see. Until that time, I might also make some other videos of a different caliber about different subjects. Perhaps more beginner subjects. We shall see. Anyhow, I hope you liked the video. feel free to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.